UCG podcast, where we explore stories of courage, resilience, self-discovery, self-development and much more. I'm your host, Toni Clarkstone, CEO and founder of Toni Clarkstone Global, where we win in life, win in business. Today, I want to share a story with you, a story about sacking yourself. But before we dive in, I want to tell you a little bit about my journey. Now, growing up on a council estate wasn't easy. I lived with my mum and younger sister, and I witnessed my mother's unwavering strength in the face of adversity. Times were tough, money was scarce, and at one stage of my life, I remember my mum was struggling so badly during Christmas time that the Salvation Army came round and gave us Christmas presents. I remember my mum, day after day, sitting at the kitchen table, writing out every penny that she'd spent, monitoring her income and her outgoings. And then I would see her walking around with holes in her shoes. But we never walked around with holes in our shoes. My mother's resilience left an indelible mark on my spirit. Those challenging times taught me resilience and determination. By the age of 12, I was labelled as dyslexic, having a learning disability. And I remember my English teacher saying to my mum during parents' evening, "She will never make anything of herself." Kids used to call me dumb and stupid. And I spent a lot of my childhood being afraid, being bullied, being persecuted for being dyslexic. By 12 years old, I had attended 6 different schools and I struggled to fit in. But during all that negativity, a voice inside me kept urging me not to give up. I started working at a hairdresser's at 12 years old, sweeping floors, making tea, and occasionally they'd let me wash people's hair. And it was my first taste of independence and resilience. Despite facing health issues during my teenage years, which resulted in multiple operations, lots of time off school, which then resulted in them making me leave my secondary school in year 10 when I was 15 to go to a college because my school didn't have a lift and I needed a system where I could get round easily. And then to top it off, because I had been labelled as dyslexic, they decided to place me in a learning disability class. Well, you can imagine how I felt, how my confidence was completely and utterly shattered. Still, I defied the odds. And I actually became the youngest team manager in the asset finance company I worked at. And I was only 21 years old. And I truly believe that if it wasn't for Mrs. Cave, who was my teacher during my health issues, I would never have achieved the level of success I have. But that's a story for another time. Everybody needs a Mrs. Cave. But success in that corporate job, it wasn't for me. I felt like a number. I felt unappreciated. I felt unfulfilled. So I made a decision. I sacked myself. Now, I must make it clear, sacking yourself isn't just about quitting your job. No. It's about reclaiming your purpose, chartering your own path. It's not just about quitting your job. I needed to step out of my comfort zone because I knew that my 6-figure salary was preventing me from living my purpose. I was just too comfortable. When we live with purpose, it means we are doing the things that genuinely matter And these things align with our values and our beliefs. If we don't follow our intuition, we are operating on other people's terms and conditions. It wasn't my purpose. It wasn't the life that I wanted to live. I remember the meeting where I resigned. And when I left that meeting, I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders. I got excited. I hit the phones. I handed my notice in at 11 a.m. By 1 p.m, I was negotiating a 60k deal. Confidence and self-belief is the key. And I genuinely believe that all the hardship that I have experienced throughout my life helped me to be successful. Because one of the main ingredients of success is resilience. It's ultimately determination and the ability to handle rejection that will determine your success. Now, I want to make it clear, it wasn't an easy decision for me to make. Leaving a 6-figure salary, a stable job, as a single parent with 2 boys, that took courage. But sometimes you have to burn the boats to take the island. And so I embarked on a journey of self-discovery and entrepreneurship. From being a respected sales coach to founding TCG, every step was fueled by passion and purpose. And along the way, I faced many challenges. I had health issues. I had cancer. My marriage broke down. And I had so many moments of self-doubt where I just felt like I wasn't good enough. But each obstacle only strengthened my resolve. Because through reflection and letting go of what I could not control, I found the courage to believe in myself and take action. So what did I do? I sacked myself. My journey to success wasn't an easy one, but it was worth it. And along the way, I discovered 5 key steps that led to my transformation. And I want to share those 5 key steps with you because it may help you. It certainly helped me. So what are the 5 key steps? Well, step 1, set meaningful goals. Passion is the fuel that drives success. I set goals and I made sure they were meaningful. I cannot stress how important this is. Having passion for your goals will motivate you. It will push you forward to be successful. So make sure that you write those goals down and they are meaningful goals. Step 2, visualize your success. The mind is a powerful tool. Use it. Use it to manifest your dreams. It's been scientifically proven that the brain cannot tell the difference between imagination and reality. Visualize your success. Step 3, surround yourself with like-minded people. Build a supportive network that's going to uplift you. Now, I know how difficult it is when your family does not believe in you and they have negative vibes throwing at you all the time. You need to keep these people at arm's length. I kicked out the negativity in my life, but yes, you have certain close family members that you can't do that with. So keep them at arm's length and make sure you surround yourself with like-minded people that support you, that are going to lift you up. Step 4 is find a mentor. Someone who's going to guide you, who's going to keep you focused on your goals. My mentor is an important part of my personal and professional development. They keep you focused and they give you a kick when you need one. So find yourself a mentor, someone that can provide you with that accountability. And number 5, be consistent. Success is built on small daily actions repeated over time. Believe in yourself. As you go through this process, you will naturally start to believe in yourself because it's like a muscle. Okay, your ability to handle difficult situations and rejection will become stronger over time. You work that muscle. Being consistent is what holds it all together. And it's the difference between success and failure. Consistency creates accountability, reputation, relevance, which in my opinion is what people want to feel regardless of what work they do. You need to remember, you're braver than you think. You're strong. You're smart. Believe in yourself. And anything is possible. So if you're feeling stuck in a job that doesn't fulfill you, don't be afraid to sack yourself. Trust me, it could be the best decision you ever make.